Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 4.3, solving problems involving two, yes, I said it, two right triangles. So these questions are going to have multiple triangles in them, at least two anyway. And we're going to have to work with one triangle to get some information. Then hopefully we'll be able to take that information over to the other triangle and eventually get what we want. So let's take a look at what we have here. We have a triangle here. We have a triangle here. They would like us to determine the length of side ST. Well, side ST is right there. So that's what we want to determine the length of. And to do that, since we have right triangles, we're going to use our right trigonometry. That's sine, cosine, tangent, and angle, sum of a triangle, and Pythagorean theorem, all that good stuff. Okay, so I know very little about this triangle. I don't know this side, I don't know this side, I don't know this side, I don't know that angle, I don't know that angle. I don't know very much about this triangle. I do know some information about this triangle. I know the hypotenuse, and I know this leg, and I know that this entire length is 40. I know that that leg is 15. I know that this angle is 115, and I know that this whole thing makes what's called a straight angle. So that'll be 180 degrees. So if I can start getting some information about this triangle from what I know about the global situation, then I can work within this triangle. So the first thing I'm noticing is if I take a look at the length UT, so keeping your work organized is going to be really important here. So for UT, so that's side length UT, I don't like this pen, we're going to get rid of that one. We're going to say UT equals 40 meters minus 15 meters, because it'll be this entire length, take away that length, which will give us what's left here. So, reaching for my calculator, 40 subtract 15 is 25. So that's going to be 25 meters. So this little bit here, I'll use a different color, is going to be 25 meters from here to here. Now, if I can come up with an angle measurement within that triangle, then I'll be good to go. I think the easiest angle to try to come up with is probably this one here. Okay, I'm going to call it theta, and that's what I'm going to try to find. Now, I don't know theta. I know that 115 plus theta plus whatever this is. Now, I'm going to use a different Greek letter. Now, that's a different Greek letter. That's called phi. And we use it whenever we've already used theta. So again, it's going to represent an unknown angle measurement, and it'll be that measure right there. And we know that phi plus 115 plus theta is going to equal 180 degrees because it's a straight angle all the way from here all the way around to here. So that whole thing has to be 180 degrees because that's what a straight angle is. All right, so I can do some work on calculating phi. Phi, if I work in the triangle, WVU, underline it because that's what I'm working in. So this was step 1. This is step 2. I'm going to try to determine this angle measurement. I have the adjacent to this angle. I have the hypotenuse to this angle. So adjacent and hypotenuse is cosine. So cosine of phi equals adjacent over hypotenuse. We have to use the inverse. So cos inverse of 15 over 21. And we're going to notice that angle phi is equal to, so make sure that you're in degrees, 15 divided by 21 equals second function, cosine. So it's approximately 44. Now it says to the nearest tenth of a meter, so let's keep one decimal place. So it's approximately 44.4 degrees. Okay, we put the approximate sign in. So now we know that this is approximately 44.4 degrees. So if this is 115, we can now do a little bit of work, and we can say that step 3, angle theta is equal to 180 minus 115 minus 44.4, and we come up with 180 minus 115 minus 44.4, and we come up with 20.6. So it's equal to approximately 20.6 degrees. And that's going to be this angle in here. So now, step 4, we are going to work solely in this triangle. So we tell our people that in triangle STU. If up here you wanted to say for angle theta and an underline, then it would follow everything else that I was doing. So in triangle STU, I now want to find ST. So that's going to be opposite over adjacent. So that's tangent. So tangent of 20.6 is going to equal ST, which is what we're after, over adjacent, which is 25. This is a decimal number. Cross multiply. Using your calculator, 20.6 tan times 25 equals 9.39. So that will be approximately 9.4 meters. And we've come up with the answer of ST to the nearest tenth. Remember what tenth means, 1 decimal place. That's 1 decimal. And we have an answer. Okay, I'll stop here and we'll do example number 2 together.